Hey Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me for your general messages for the end of August. I hope you guys are doing great today. These are going to be general messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You don't want to try not to make the messages fit. If they don't fit, maybe it's just not your message this time. Maybe we get you next time. I'm going to check your rising, Sun, Moon, sign, and Venus. Okay. Also, the energies can certainly be flip-flopped. So we're going to be doing a Celtic cross spread with the Tarot de la Nuit. Those of you who are going to wonder what these, ask me about these cards. We're also going to be pull some Lenormand, some oracles, and we're going to do a yes-no to any question that you have on your heart that you'd like a yes-no answer to. Okay, we have the Hierophant for this situation. Okay, supporting that is the Four of Cups. Beautiful. We have the Sun as the... we can't ask for the best that can be achieved. We got the Sun. That's beautiful. We have the Six of Pentacles as the recent past. Nice. We have the Ace of Swords. Fabulous. Okay, as a near future energy. We have the Six of Wands, which is you right now. Let's see what your environment is like. We have the Fool. Okay, I like it. Let's see what your fear is. Your hope or fear. Page of Pentacles is the hope or fear. And the outcome of this spread here is the Page of Cups. Okay, so I see lots of like new energy, new cycle. Coming into this energy, we have the Six of Pentacles. I like this because this is like I have your back, you have mine. You might have been in a situation where you needed to lend someone money or they needed to lend you money with this respect and reciprocity. Where you were helping somebody out who really needed it, or they're helping you out, but not a kind of energy that you have to worry about flaking out. This is just being a really good friend, a really good partner, a really good family member, however it's resonating with you. Okay, so the current situation we have right now is the Hierophant. Now, for those of you here with relationship on your heart, if you are not in a relationship, this can certainly indicate meeting somebody. If you're in a relationship, this can indicate really honoring the sacred within your union. This can even indicate marriage. If this has to do with a career, this can indicate your business doing really well, you landing a particular position that you're going for, a project going really beautifully. It's a very benefic energy. It really is. As far as home, this could be wanting to invite somebody to come and live in your home, wanting to move in with somebody, wanting to expand your home, purchase a home, sell a home for you to move somewhere else. And what is crossing it is the Four of Cups energy. So I consider this complementing it. I guess it's crossing it, come to think of it, because the Four of Cups is sort of like I call it the checklist card, right? It's identifying things that you're not really so particularly happy about, right? Where you don't like when they do A, B, and C, or you don't like A, B, and C about this job, or you don't like, and getting very particular with your disappointment and your disillusionment in a person or a situation. Now, for those of you very directly, if you are married already, this can indicate what's crossing you is a tinge of boredom. All right, if this has to do with the job is going really well, but you could be dealing with a tinge of boredom here where, you really need to look at that, right? So, obviously, if you're married and you're just bored, really look at that and understand, maybe you just have to infuse a little romance into the situation, do something a little different. It's happening a lot now just because the world is weird and different and we can't do what we normally do. Same thing with the job. Is the boredom because you simply really don't enjoy your work anymore, even though you're doing okay with it? You have to look at that. Maybe it's just time to get a different job, or maybe to approach it from a different perspective. If it has to do with relationship, though, this is this idea of feeling very sort of like disillusioned, and you want to make sure that whatever it is that you're identifying that you don't like, that you are uncomfortable with, you want to make sure, first of all, that you're as ready as you think you are for the relationship or for that position, in that job. Because sometimes the Four of Cups comes up, like we get ourselves into situations sometimes where we end up identifying that we don't like A, B, and C, but really the essence is like we're not really very comfortable in it because we weren't ready to really get into it just yet, because maybe we're still healing from something else from the past, or it just kind of pushing this unidentifiable button in us that we're really not comfortable with. Okay, but we do have the sun as the best thing to be achieved. I mean, the sun is, you still have to work at this, Aquarius, but you can have all the tools in your toolbox to make something work really well. That relationship, that job, beautiful landscape, cultivated, ready to go, ready to grow. You just have to go out, plant the seeds, and do the work, right? You can't ask for a better, you know, what can be achieved here. Now, the foundation, we have the Queen of Swords. So this can indicate, there's no gender here. This could just be you being very in a very independent position in your life right now. You are very honest and very practical in the way you approach things. People cannot get things over on you. You're very perceptive. You have their motivation figured out as soon as they walk in the room. You're very quick. This can indicate being very quick-witted and, you know, quick in your responses. This could also certainly be you dealing with somebody like this, like maybe a boss or superior at work, or somebody in your family that possesses these kind of things. But this really is about trusting yourself and about really not going it alone. I'm not talking about like total and absolute autonomy, but trusting in your thoughts. Trusting your own intuition and trusting in your thoughts, that the way you're approaching something makes sense for you, to you, and it doesn't have to make sense to or for anyone else but you, and you really kind of functioning in that way. So you might be reflecting on a situation that's going on or that's gone on in your past, and you might have your own subjective perception of how it's gone on, and the person that you're dealing with may not fully agree. Or but it doesn't really matter, because it's the way you're thinking. And there's no malice involved in this. I'm not getting that at all. These are actually really positive energies. They really are. The Four of Cups could be a little trippy with the Hierophant energy. That's something to just pay attention to, because you guys are, you know, you're Aquarius, right? So you like to do things different. If somebody is trying to squeeze you into a box that's too small for you, where you feel like your individuality is being compromised, you're just not able to exercise who you really are to the extent that you really want to, that could make you feel kind of boxed in, even if it's well intended, you know? So we have you right now, we have the Six of Wands. You're very focused on success, respect. I mean, this is a really good energy. You know, the Six of Wands is about, you know, originally in tarot, it's about the soldier who comes back for more, and everybody is like, hey, go you, for keeping us safe. And it's like this recognition that you've been through a lot, and you've been going through a lot, and now it's a time of recognition, of respect, of success, of things sort of unknotting in a relationship. Maybe some tensions were building up in a relationship, and it's this ability to kind of like smooth them over, because you're very focused on the future, right? We have the Fool, and the Fool is a Uranus energy, and Uranus is your ruler, right? And, you know, you guys are all about the 11th house. You guys are the landlord of the 11th house. Uranus is the ruler there of friends, but it's also goals and wishes. So the Fool really wants to throw caution to the wind and go into uncharted territory and just take some risks. But the Fool is not stupid. The Fool thinks things through. You know, and it's a common misunderstanding about this energy. The Fool is very, very intelligent, and the calculated risks are only through the weighing out of certain things. So this is your environment right now. This is the external influence to you, and I love this because it's like you're influencing you. You know what I mean, Aquarius? Like you're doing you, you're being you. You're really embracing the fact that you're unique. And what I love about Aquarians is, and Aquarius energy in general, is that where you're unique and where you're out of the box, you wear it proudly. And that is so amazing. That's what's so beautiful about your sign. Really great. So really doing you and being you. Now your fear is the Page of Pentacles. So you may be afraid either of a new job or not getting a new job, because this is your hope and this is your fear. So you might be hoping for a new job, but you may be fearing that you don't get one. Or you may be fearing starting one right now, but the Page of Pentacles can indicate a new position. This can also indicate meeting somebody new who is rather new at their job, at their employment. So they don't really have money yet to do a whole lot, because they're just starting now to make their way. So it can indicate the early stages of employment. But this is your hope and this is your fear. So it's like you really want that job, and you're scared it's not going to happen for you. And whatever it is, a project, whatever it is that you're putting out there. Or maybe even being in something and really in your mind's eye dreaming about doing something else, and you're just afraid that you're never going to be able to bring that to yourself. But as the outcome energy, we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is a great card. Obviously, it's about somebody coming in and offering you that cup. Now, it's not the page doesn't offer the cup. The page announces a way for you to meet this new relationship, for you to meet this new career move, for you to meet this new friendship. So Page comes in and announces things. So I always align this with, like social media, technology, anything online. So it could be, you getting notified online that you got that job. You're getting notified by somebody, who wants to take you out, this new person that you're connecting with, an old friend you're connecting with, whatever. But it's indicating that a new cycle is happening for you, and it's very much speaking to your heart space, which is really nice because Page always indicates a new cycle starting. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Now, this is a really great energy for all of the cards that are surrounding it, to be honest. It really is kind of like the sun in that way of the minor arcanas, where it kind of lifts up everything in the reading. So this indicates like any area of your life that's been kind of like knotted, where there's been any sort of discord, where things you haven't really felt like things have been lining up. This indicates that there's going to be new starts in those areas. So money's going to look better. The jobs are going to be coming through. Friendships are going to be lightening up. Relationships are going to be deepening. Communication is going to be opening. This is really, really good. Ace is like brand new, like sweep the decks clean kind of energy. Because remember, swords are truth and words and communication, right? And the swords energy, it's, it's an air energy. So there's a lot of communication about like day to day, what needs to be done, a lot of communication about relationships, a lot of communication about the future. So all the air, right? This is you guys too. So really having these very pointed conversations necessary to just move things forward. So I like that there's like this forward movement, and that whatever might have been a little trippy in the past, it's going to really be rectified quite nicely, I see. So that's for that. That's very good, I think. And now let's see what we have for Lenormand, and then we'll do the yes no after the Lenormand. Yeah, I mean, that's such a good way of ending it, It really is, because that Ace of Swords, it manifests in your life. It brings immediate change to your circumstances for the better, Really, like as a prediction, it shows that mental agility and assertiveness will bring you success. Really nice. And in relationships, it indicates that, you triumph over past obstacles. You win through your heart's desires. Really nice. Okay, I don't read these in reverse. So we have the man number one, looking at the past. We have child. We have the fish, resources. We have the woman. Okay. All right. Well, this man is very, very patient. He's very patient. But he's looking at the past. So he's thinking about something having to do with the past. So Aquarius, if you're a guy, this could be you. Where you're thinking about the past, or you're looking at the past of something. With the red rose, feeling very hopeful and patient about something, looking for something to come and meet you. Ladies, if or if you're a man in a same-sex relationship, this could be a partner, you or your partner. Apply it however you see fit. Ladies, this could be if you have a male partner or a significant male in your life. This is them looking to the past. And then we have the child. Child could quite literally be a child, but this could also indicate like a new attempt at something, a new relationship. This can indicate getting in touch with the child, like the inner child in you. And then we have the fish, which is about resources and about really working with what you have, but being very positive as far as like resources go. Now, for some of you, depending on your situation, for some of you, this could have to do with the needs of a child need to be focused on, right? Like the pragmatics, the nuts and bolts of needing to take care of a child. When we have the fish and the child together, it's like understanding. The man is looking one way and the woman is looking another way. So this can indicate, you know, could be a couple of things. The two people not wanting to take full responsibility, where a child needs to be taken care of, but perhaps the man is looking into the past and the woman is very anxiously looking into the future. We have the flowers here, which indicate happiness and recognition. Somebody reaching out, sending a message, giving a message. That's very, very beautiful. Now, so that could be where if there was some sort of relationship that ended, but the pragmatics of the relationship having to do with the children, anything having to do with the resources needs to be done. But I do see that the male is taking this harder than the female in this particular situation. That's going to resonate with somebody. I wasn't expecting that, but that's what we get. That's what we have to read. Now, for others of you, this can indicate patiently, waiting very patiently. This man is very patiently waiting. And this is somebody who really wants a beautiful future with this person. And this person is looking at all of the communication of affection that this person has incited, whether it's through communication, sending gifts, whatever it is. So this guy's very serious. Like, this guy would like to have a family, would like to have children, you know, like to have the whole thing. Is focused on saving resources because he really does want to give her everything that she wants, right? She is the Venus energy. She's the personification of Venus. So it's, you know, this is someone who he values very, very deeply, right? That Venusian energy. And this very positive message coming in that she's focused on. Now, if this doesn't have anything to do with relationship, the child can also indicate the early stages of a new business. But the new business is going to go really, really well because we have the fish as a very positive energy when it comes to resources. And then we have her. She can represent Venus. And Venus is one of the money planets. It's also about where our self-value and feeling really good about ourselves hangs out. So you can be getting some sort of accolades, right? Here having to do with a business. Right, looking back at the past, looking at the path that's led you up to this point, and really just wanting to focus on moving forward. Building, making money, you know, feeling very passionate, feeling recognized as you move forward. So really, really nice. Okay, so easier in that second explanation. The first one looked a lot more challenging. Let's get into doing the yes/no spread. So if you have a question on your heart, it doesn't matter what it is. The only caveat is it needs to have a yes or no answer. So it has to be a close-ended question, not open-ended. You need to ask it 3 times, and you need to ask it 3 times in the same exact way. Either aloud or to yourself. Better if it's aloud. You want to be very relaxed, focused on the cards when you ask the question. Relax your shoulders, fill your belly with your breath. Fill it up like a Buddha. It's called a Buddha breath. Fill your belly like it's a balloon. It's impossible to hold stress in your shoulders when you do that. Okay, same question 3 times. We pull 3 cards. Cards that come up can either be a no, neutral, exception, or the rest can be yes. I don't honor reversals in this. Okay, get ready to pull card 1. The Magician is a yes. Page of Pentacles is a yes. 8 of Pentacles is a yes. You got 3 yeses, Aquarius. 3 yeses. Very nice. Pull some oracles. You guys have a nice burst of sunshine in your 7th house of relationships right now. In the 18th, right? We have this, the new moon in Leo is happening in your 8th house, which is really nice. Choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. Beautiful. Okay, let's pull one more. And we'll pull some love oracles. Hex, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Who just got this? Capricorn, I think, got that. Got Hex as well. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Now, that would apply if the men and women, they're looking in 2 different directions. One's looking at the future, the guy's looking in the past. And we have that child in the middle. It could even be that he's like kind of like a man-child kind of thing, you know, focused on his resources, while the woman is really looking at the future kind of thing. Ends up meeting somebody else that way. We have Libra, which is all about fairness. Have things been equitable, right? Because Libra is the 7th house of relationships. It's also ruled by Venus. So it's like with things equitable, having to do with money, having to do with love, communication, all of that. Because Libra's glyph is the scales. 2nd house has to do with resources, things we value. Right? And then we have the South Node. What belief needs to be released? What needs to be released? Could be in career, right? A way that you thought you were going to end up doing your career, conducting your career, something to do with relationship. But for the end of August, you need to tap into your Libra energy. Yeah. Figure out how, you know, the Libra energy is, first of all, acknowledging that your feelings matter, okay? Your feelings matter. So, you know, have you been sacrificing things at the expense of just keeping the peace? You know, you really have to pay attention to this, because you got 2 Libra energies here and the need to release. Yes, it's very clear to me. You just want peace, love, and happiness, right, Libra? Right, Aquarius. Listen, I'm looking at the Libra card. Right, Aquarius, it's at, I mean, yeah. All right. Let's pull a couple of oracles. Still don't allow the enemy to reveal themselves. It's like a very strong card. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Important for an Aquarius. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Only time will tell. I mean, wow, right? Wait, only time will tell. Don't rush into anything. Okay. Yeah, just really having a very balanced approach right now. It seems like the cards are saying it's going to serve you. Acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. The Grim Reaper, relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Stabbed in the back. All right, there's no question in my mind that these are like kind of 2 separate readings. Only in that if you did resonate with the Celtic Cross spread in relationship, it does seem like this is a separate reading. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Right? So yeah, I mean, it's like, don't decide anything right now in this energy kind of thing, really. Okay, we have that new moon energy in Leo in your 7th house of relationships, and Leo is very hot, very fiery, very passionate, but it's also very ego driven. So, you know, you might have been in a situation where some sort of argument has been incited, or something could end up being discussed in this energy. But I do see, like, for the moment, this is over. Only time will tell. Don't rush it. Don't, you know, try not to push anything. But again, a lot of times this happens, guys, in tarot and with the oracles. When we pull multiple spreads, different people will resonate with different ones. So you're going to know if this is you. All right. So for this would resonate with somebody who, if your question was, are you going to get back with somebody, only time will tell. You have to wait because things happened here. Somebody stabbed somebody in the back. The relationship is over, at least the way it was. And your best bet right now is to just work on you and do you, and just, you know, to stop the pattern. Because if you keep getting back together and you keep redoing this, if you keep doing what you did, you're going to keep getting what you got. So it seems like there needs to be some sort of separation and break in the pattern, and just like time for things to heal and chill out a little bit before anything else can happen. But the Magician is all about making something happen. So, you know, it is possible in that way. Yeah. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.